30 minutes of friends
it's
talk
summer. I'm very sure
about
everyone has their
everything
own
that matters
plan
to
when it comes
women.
to traveling,
Welcome
going
to the
ahead to
lounge.
different countries. So tell us about you, Rita.
I'm very excited this summer to travel. I'm looking at new destinations, but honestly, I want to know our guest's opinion today about traveling.
Actually, of course, I love traveling, but for this summer, I decided to take it as like a calm break instead of traveling because traveling needs effort, it needs preparation,
Yes.
and then it needs you to be like have so much energy during the trip itself, and then
Exactly.
you need to be you need to relax like a little bit after the trip.
Definitely.
So that's just too much. So I decided to take a like during summer, I decided to take a break.
Yeah. So I'm very sure a lot of us have been traveling, whether it's in summer or
Yes.
let's
Of
say
course.
before summer. So for me, for instance, in the middle of my weekend, it was in April, I went to actually Abu Dhabi with my kids. It was so much fun.
Yes.
I was very exhausted. It was 3 days, but let me tell you, it was like 3 months with them.
With kids.
Exactly. Especially, I know moms always say if they're traveling with kids to a summer destination and there's pool and activities, it's like you're tired, but times a million, Hiba.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah. So Dana, tell us, like, have you been traveling recently?
Recently, yeah, actually, I went to Dubai,
Uh-huh.
also UAE.
Okay.
But I went during, I think it was January. The
Mhm.
weather was amazing,
Yes.
actually. Yeah, so I went there for 5-6 days. Actually, there was 1 billion followers summit. It was a very,
Okay.
very interesting event.
Yeah, I've seen it through social media.
Yeah.
Like, it was a very big deal. I think it was the first of a kind
Yeah,
because they were more of focused about influencers in a way.
influencers,
Yeah.
content creation. It was a
Amazing.
very, very big.
So how was it?
It was amazing, actually. Met great people and influencers from all over the world. It was like a full day thing, like every day for 3 days.
Amazing.
And there were like interesting workshops happening for content creation. They were like during the same time there were workshops,
Seminars, I think.
seminars,
Yeah.
different things.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
And
actually.
what's really
Yes.
amazing is you get to meet the influencers in real.
Exactly.
Because we're always used to see them behind the screen, sometimes in events when it comes into, let's say, here and there. But when you see them in real life, I mean, this is where you actually extract knowledge, know more about what's behind the scene, what's going on. Is this a really big crew behind it, or is just one person creating?
Of course, yeah, it was all about knowledge sharing. It was
Yes.
all about learning from people, seeing them in reality, just like as you said. And one more thing, what was amazing about it was from all over the world. People from all
Definitely.
over the world were there. So people you thought like, okay, they're just too far from different
right.
countries. They're all gathered in one place, one location, sharing knowledge, talking about the same topic which they're interested in, content creation. It was a big thing, actually.
I think that's really great, honestly, because I know a lot of influencers that live in very different parts of the world follow each other but have never met each other. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
did you meet anyone you actually followed and you had like an online friendship with?
Yes, actually. I've met few, but the reason I went there was one influencer. This person, I always used to see his videos, and I thought like I'm never gonna meet this person. I
Right.
just wanted to meet the person, if I may say the name.
Yeah, of
Yeah. He's Simon. If you know him, he's well known for walking in the streets, asking people about their dreams.
Yeah.
What's your dream? Do you know your dream? So I just loved the content of this person. So I thought like I'm never gonna meet this person. Where
Of
am I gonna
course.
meet him? Like, am I gonna walk in the
Yeah.
street and yeah? So what happened is that when I saw his name in the conference, I said, okay, I'm going.
It's happening.
Yeah. So I bought the ticket and I went there because I wanted to see Simon, or I wanted to attend his workshop or his session.
Yeah.
So the sad thing that happened is that I missed his session.
Oh.
It was early in the morning, and because there were many people there,
Yeah.
I couldn't reach. Yeah, during that. So I thought like it's done. I'm not gonna meet him. I'm not gonna see his I'm not gonna meet him.
Right.
So what happens is that after the session, I saw a big a long line, a queue, and then I was asking, "What's that?" I discovered that he is signing his book there. I
Amazing.
said, "Amazing! When I'm gonna see him." I couldn't.
Oh my
No
God,
way.
Anna, I'm frustrated.
It was very interesting because after that, I was walking like the second day. I was walking in the place, and there where I met him, And when I met him, he's the one who took the prize of the 1 billion follower summit.
okay.
So I was walking, in the there in the hallway, and I saw that there's like person walking with
yeah.
bodyguards. I was wondering who that is, and then I found him in front of me, and I was like,
Wow.
okay, I just want to tell you that I'm happy that I met you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Then later on, I saw someone holding his book, and I was like, where did you get this book? I couldn't get it. It was like, here, take it. I took the book,
Wow.
and it's signed.
Everything aligns.
Exactly. After that, the same day, like after, like it was the
Yeah.
last day. So I went somewhere, and there I found him talking to people, and I took a picture with him, and I spoke to him.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
It's like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Exactly. So I'm glad that I met this person, and like we shared a few things, and I actually read his book, so like it's just very
Beautiful. Yeah.
Definitely.
So I'm very sure we have so many things to talk about, but how about, ladies, we take this quick break?
sure.
Hiba, I know all of us have different goals that we are trying to reach and make them happen basically, but sometimes setting the goal, Dana, is the hardest thing to do. So we want to know your opinion. How can we set a goal?
Actually, setting a goal is challenging because you always say that I want to buy a car, thinking
Right.
that this is a goal, or I want to buy a house, I want to travel to this place. That's what the common thing people do or say when they set a goal. So, and the usual thing that people tell them, okay, it has to be smart. But that's not the thing, because sometimes you can put a smart goal that is, achievable and all, but still you don't do it. So what's the secret there? The secret isn't all about your subconscious. Just think of
Yes.
yourself as, or your whole self as like a one stick figure where there is a
Okay.
big round circle that's cut into two, subconscious and conscious. Subconscious is the thing that tells you what you can't do, and your
Okay.
conscious is the thing that tells you is like what drives you.
Yeah.
So that's where usually drive like by the subconscious that's telling us or showing us our image, the image that we
Okay.
created for ourselves. People usually say, I want to lose weight and I shouldn't eat this cake, but then they end up eating this cake.
Definitely.
And then they tell you, I don't know why. You shouldn't doing this, you shouldn't be doing this. Then you would say, I don't know why. So why did you do it? It's because my subconscious is telling me that you can't do this. So you have to focus on your subconscious and like with your conscious. So focus on it and drive yourself to achieve things. That's about setting goals.
Yeah.
So, but when you want to set a goal, how do you set it?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can do it like a shopping list. Just write everything you want in life as a shopping
Okay.
list. Everything you want, write it down, write it. You need to write it and see it.
Okay.
Write it down, and then just choose the most thing you want. First, most 3 things, and then later on, the only one thing you really want.
Okay.
It's gonna be hard. It's not that easy.
Yes,
It
you're
sounds easy,
mentioning
but it's not.
that, and I feel like it's so hard because in my head I already started with my list. There's so many, and it's like really long. And she said 3 things. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
then 1? No.
Exactly. So you
Yeah.
need to put one thing that you really want, and that's when you start working on it. Didn't end there. Like you have to start working on it.
Right.
That's when you can set it as a smart goal, you can say. And you need to keep it with you every day. You can write it on a card. You can say that's my goal card. You can hold it all the time. And
Yeah.
actually, there are 3 types of goals. That's A, B, and C. A goals is like goals that you can achieve. You know that
Okay.
you know them. You're familiar with them.
Okay.
Can achieve them. So these are the usual goals that
Okay.
people usually put. And there is B goals. These goals that might be a little bit challenging, but still they're not taking you out of your comfort zone. And there are C goals. These C goals are the goals that you don't know how to achieve them.
Okay.
You can't imagine what will happen if you achieve them or how to achieve them.
Right.
These are the goals you need to
Think about.
think about. Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are the goals. Actually, all of this knowledge that I gained is from one person that I like studied his knowledge and is very very affected by, who's Bob Proctor.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's like I really like this person because he talks about goal setting in a different way,
Yeah.
not the usual way.
Yeah, you know why?
Definitely.
Because it's very challenging and very difficult for a person. Like when you're talking about that, telling me to actually write my goals and my achievements or things I want to achieve is something very difficult to me because they are in my mind. But you know, when I work in process and trying to achieve them, is by having that balance that I want to do this, feeling that I can't, but bringing it all together as something to push ongoing. But setting it all out for you to actually see, like I've heard a lot of people would say, you would do it if you make, let's say, a mind board, something that you visualize, you have to see. To me, I see it like I can see the wall and I see my goals, but they're not there, but I visualize them.
Same.
So it's very challenging, especially for ones to admit this kind of thing, you know, to set your goals, write them down, because in the end, maybe they are afraid. I don't want to write it out loud so that no one will say, you didn't achieve it, or like
Exactly.
pointing on it, because we have these negative people.
Not even for people to say. Sometimes we are our biggest critic. I know personally that there are things I don't want to put in my notes, for example, because I'm gonna actually judge myself for it if I don't reach it. I know there's certain goals that are C goals for me. Impossible. I don't think I can get there. So honestly, we can achieve anything if we put our minds to it. And I love the mentality you came from, but let's take a quick break.
So I know we've been talking about many things, traveling, goals. That will bring me all towards my tummy because you guys are making me so hungry.
I got hungry.
Yeah. So speaking about that, a lot of people would set their goals, to be honest, to travel abroad, to try certain cuisines and food, and to have that kind of, let's say, taste of the country itself. People would say, if you want to eat pizza, you
Go
should
to
travel to
Italy.
where?
Italy for sure.
Italy for sure. So tell us, Dana, like, do you have a certain cuisine that you really like?
Italian, you just mentioned it.
It's the best.
It's the best, yeah. You can't, let the cheese, like the tomato,
parmesan.
everything about it.
Everything.
The flavors they have.
Honestly, whatever country you visit, you can find good Italian food. And I noticed when I'm planning my trip, and we always like pick a few nice restaurants to kind of have a reservation, we make sure there's an Italian one. Honestly.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but honestly, when it comes to the Italian cuisine, there's so many dishes. What's your favorite dish? What do you prefer the most? And you
Lasagna.
always have to order
Wow,
that.
lasagna.
But actually, I feel sometimes that they're all equal to me, like spaghetti, lasagna, pizza, they're all equal. Like,
They're all for baby.
Especially, I think the ones that you like are with the red sauce.
yeah,
Everything has red
of course.
sauce.
So,
Cheese.
Cheese.
red sauce. Honestly, I don't discriminate when it comes to the Italian cuisine.
Exactly.
Anything
can't.
and everything. Honestly, I don't eat much seafood, and because of the Italian cuisine, I did try more seafood. Like I started trying stuff, I was like,
Oh, it's amazing.
yeah, it's selling it for me.
To
Hiba.
see that you really shift from a person who doesn't eat
Yeah.
seafood to because of Italian cuisine.
Exactly.
Quite
Now,
interesting.
What kind of Italian food has seafood?
honestly, okay, so there's this
Don't tell me you
restaurant.
started with the oysters.
No way. I didn't
Thank
go
God.
there. I will
Thank
not
God.
go there. I'm not that advanced, and I'm never gonna get that advanced.
Okay.
But I don't eat seafood at all other than shrimp. And I keep going back to one of my favorite fine dining restaurants in Bahrain for their lobster linguine.
Okay, lobster.
It is amazing. Doesn't smell like seafood, does not taste like seafood.
Texture.
It's
How is it?
perfect.
Okay.
It's not overcooked because I've
Yeah.
decided that now I can have lobster linguinis anywhere I go. No, they're overcooked. They're not good.
Okay.
So I need to get you girls hooked on that restaurant.
Oh, that's very quite.
I should try that because I don't eat seafood as well.
You're gonna love
Even
it.
shrimps.
I promise it's so good. The texture is not like weird. My issue with seafood is the texture.
Exactly, me too.
Exactly, and that's why I never go towards it. That one I promise is good. So I'm gonna make sure that I take you ladies one day.
I mean, each country has its own very, let's say, taste, and it's very beautiful when you actually try it. Like to me, what I love about Greek is their yogurt.
Yeah.
I mean, you can eat it as a dessert. You can have it as within the meal itself.
Dressing too. Dressing for salads and different things.
Yes, but to me, the Greek yogurt was something. Like, especially I tried it in Mykonos, and it was very interesting. I went to Russia. It was very difficult to me to taste their own, let's say, authentic food. I tried to love it. I couldn't love it. I ended up going to the modern Moscow because there was an Italian food there that was serving Italian food up to 7 a.m. in the morning. Like, they don't close.
That's amazing.
So I was really happy, you know. But what I really like about Italian cuisine is the truffles.
Yeah.
Anything that has fungus, you know, that kind of taste. That's it. Like, that's the best for me. Like, if you have mushrooms, you have truffles, then it's the best.
It's like they know how to eat.
Exactly. I completely agree. But ladies, there's this bit of controversial opinion we can say. A lot of my friends that have been to Italy say they dislike the food in Italy, Italian food in Italy. Have you heard that before?
No.
Well, I think my friends are the problem.
Maybe it's because maybe they're used to the non-original Italian food. That's why.
Yeah,
Exactly. Because in Italy, apparently, what we think is al dente pasta is not even al dente. Theirs is like super al dente.
Like
Yeah.
the Turkish shawarma. Have you tried it in Turkey?
Yes.
Okay, it has nothing to do with the Turkish shawarma that we try here.
Nothing.
So that's the thing.
Nothing.
I was
Right.
disappointed when I went there. I thought I'm gonna eat the best Turkish shawarma, and then it wasn't.
No,
Has
it's
nothing to do with it.
Very different,
To me, it
honestly.
was the kunafa in Turkey cuisine. I thought it was orange, and then I was shocked that it was more of
Brown.
golden brown.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
And I'm like, are you serious? And I was eating, enjoying, but still the
It
texture.
didn't make sense.
I mean, talking about that would lead us to go on and on, but how about, ladies, we take a quick break? So when it comes into all of these details and going back towards our goals, we set the goal, we have our plans, everything is there and displayed in front of us. And then we stop thinking, what's next? What are we going to do after these goals?
Actually, there where comes the growth mindset. You need to adopt the growth mindset, which is you never fail. So if you tried today, you can still try tomorrow if you failed.
Yes.
That's what growth mindset is. You will, even if you start again, you never start from zero. You have experience.
Okay.
So you fall, but you're not going back to zero. You learn
Yes.
something. So that's where growth mindset comes. And that's where you have to adopt it and work. So you need to, after setting your goals, you need to start doing the action. Nothing's gonna happen on its own. Many
Yeah.
people, like in the beginning of the year, 1st of June, 1st of January, yeah. So 1st of January, people start doing things, and you find them everywhere, at the gym, everywhere. But then after that, they don't do anything.
Yes.
So that's because they wrote their goals, they thought they're gonna do them, and they thought they're gonna doing something, but no. You have to keep the growth mindset. You have to, as we said, if you have a goal card, write your goals in a goal card. You need to begin with the end in mind. Like, I am happy and glad that I achieved 1, 2, 3, and by June, for example, I achieved such and such. So you need to put the time, you need to put where you are, beginning with the end in mind. Write it on a goal card and keep it with you every single day. You need to remind yourself. You need to every day motivate yourself. Sometime I heard that motivation is like showering. You can't
Right.
say I showered yesterday.
Yeah.
No, you need to shower every day. That's what motivation is. You need to motivate yourself every day. You need to listen about things that motivate you every day. You need to learn every day in order to know how to achieve your goal. So that's
Definitely.
after setting your goals.
That is so true, Hiba, because especially the resolution that you mentioned, that we all do our January list of resolutions. You go to the gym, good luck. You don't have space to even step your foot in there.
Right?
It's busy. People are on track. But by the end of the month, everyone's like, we can't wait for February because we want to go back to our routine. And I think that defies the whole purpose of us having goals and trying to not even just achieve our goals, just to have a better lifestyle. But I feel like we all get stuck there. Let's say we got ourselves to do the first step, which is writing down our goals, understanding them, having them in categories, kind of priorities and all of that, but taking action. And I know if we do take action and God forbid it doesn't work out, which 50% of the time you do have to start again. I love that you mentioned that us trying is us learning something and us achieving something. But how do we fully try to understand that? I know that maybe we can say that and it's easy to say that, but mentally, sometimes it's really hard to overcome those kind of challenges when it comes to our goals.
Maybe because, as we said, it's all about your subconscious. It's telling you that you can't. It has this image about you. You're someone who's, let's say, you're overweight. That's you. That's your image. It's never gonna let you change it unless you decided to change it. You worked so hard. One more thing, it's all about designing, like when you set goals, you don't just set goals. Most of us go for the usual goals. I want to lose weight, I want to travel, I want to finish, I want to take the certificate.
That's right.
But maybe this is not what you want. Some people has like different goals. You need to design your life based on your problems. Like there's this concept of life design where you need to think of your life as a project.
Mm-hmm.
So what does a project manager do or a project designer does?
Yes.
What they do is that they design a solution for the problem. So you need to find what your problems are. Maybe you don't have a problem by not having the certificate. Why do you need to put the goal? Is it because this is the usual? People set such goals. Now you need to put your own goal based on the problems that you have in your life. Maybe it's because, let's say, some people, they have goals. I want to buy the smallest thing. Maybe I don't have a bed at home. Like, so I need to buy a bed.
Right.
That's something I need. I don't need to have big goals, but I need something that I can achieve, or maybe even if I can't achieve that, I need for my life.
That's so true.
Yes, and it's very tempting, when it comes into trying to always emphasize on that and to always think about it in a positive way. Because a lot of people, once they try to go within the steps itself, once they fall and they feel like we didn't succeed from the beginning, this is where they, I'll just leave it be. I don't want to continue and just let it all there. And I believe this is a kind of a thing that it's more of a conflict within the person himself. Sometimes, and I think this is the problem, we always like to be comforted. We like people to tell us a positive review rather than saying it, let's say the truth. And it's unfortunate bad because it's affecting you that you're not seeing everything in a precise way, that you're actually gaining more of, let's say, something to actually make it more of a blurry vision for you. It's either you want it perfect or I don't want to do it. So speaking about that, it's a very big topic. So how about we take this quick break? Of course.
So ladies, we all have different personalities when it comes to our everyday things, but we also have personalities when it comes to setting our goals. I know that once upon a time, I was definitely a go-getter when it came to my goals. If I had a goal, nothing came between me and my goal. And I used to make miracles happen. I was a student that was shopping, enjoying her life, saving up, having several trips a year, and luxury shopping on my trips. I don't know how I was able to reach these goals, but today, I'm a very different personality. I'm more hesitant. If I have a goal, I'm a bit lazy about it. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be like, I'll achieve it one day. I know I'm gonna achieve it, but one day. So I wanna know, what are you like and what are your personalities like when it comes to setting your goals and achieving them?
Well, to be honest, to me, it differs. It depends on the goal. I think after becoming a mother, lots of things that you actually, especially if it's related to you, you would keep them aside and then you'd continue on doing other things. But to be honest, to be fair, I wouldn't say that I'm the 100% mother that leaves her dreams away and think only and get devoted to her kids. But no, achieving some of my dreams, especially in front of my daughters, is actually reflecting because they would tell me, Mom, I like it, you did this, I'm very happy, I'm proud of you. Though there are small things, but you are giving them that reflection that you can do it. Like, don't be selfish and just work for yourself, but have that balance. So to me, I think it's both of having a balance between personalities.
For me, I actually started writing goals when I graduated from college, like a university.
beautiful.
I started writing goals because, or let's say the last year, because I felt that, okay, now what? Like, I'm gonna graduate, now what? So I discovered that I need to write my goals.
Yeah.
And I discovered one way is that you need to write your goals for 5 years, like from
Right.
now until 5 years. So you need to write them down, what you want in every aspect of your life. So I did that. I just wrote them down for 5 years. And then that's it. I was achieving things without I feel. Then when I went back to the note, I discovered that I achieved most of them. And that's actually
amazing.
something that
Right.
like it's a theory that if you write your goals, you write them down, just write them and forget them. You will go back and you will discover that you achieved them because you have them in the back of your mind. So that's me actually. Like, I have them in the back of my mind, and then I achieve them. But like that's what I did for like 5 years, and then 5 more years. That's what I discovered that I love this way, doing this
I love
way.
that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like Hiba, because of Dana, we're all gonna leave today, write our goals, and actually, I feel like we need to put something in our calendar in 5 years that helps us remember and look back at our goals.
Well, to be honest, I think this is something very great because it's more of a positive way to look at things. Some people would say, "I'm too late for doing this. I don't feel like I'm in an age that I need to write. I need to point out the things that I want to achieve." In my family, I have my aunt who actually had this thing when it comes into her, let's say, time in achieving her goals. So I remember back in the days when I entered college, she was with me. She entered college at the same year.
That's amazing.
She's a mother of 6, and
Wow.
let's say after entering college, within 2 years, her first elderly daughter entered college as well. So we were like all of a sudden college family. And then she graduated. She was helpful with her family and everything, but yet she felt like, am I too late to continue my master's, my PhD, and things like that? And within the years, she set her goal, and she said, you know what, age is just a number, and I will achieve it. She had so many obstacles in her life. I mean, she had to take her high school, let's say, diploma, or let's say the years of high school graduation all over again, just to renew her high school, getting to college, going abroad, having masters, taking her PhD. And now she reached to a point where she feels like, wow, I achieved my dreams.
Yes.
And it was like she felt it was late, but it wasn't late, you know. So
Never
it's
too late.
very beautiful to see such a personality actually developed within the years. Like, people would say this personality could never appear. If it doesn't appear when
That's
you
so
are
true.
young, it's not going to appear when you're old. But it actually happened with her.
Exactly.
Actually, what's interesting as well is, as I told you, like when you write your 5 years year goals, is that also you learn how to seize opportunities. Sometimes you're afraid to do something, you're scared to do it, or maybe you didn't do it. But because you know that you want to do this thing, in a specific situation, you would say, okay, this is a great opportunity. If you have it in the back of your mind,
Exactly.
I'm gonna achieve 1, 2, 3 if I just took this simple step. So that's the secret. You will be learning how to take or seize the opportunities that are in front of you, and that's what actually was happening to me. Like one thing, like I wrote that I want to go on an adventure. I just thought I'm gonna go on an adventure.
Yes.
I just said that, and then what happened is that I found myself like, okay, doing it. Later on, when I went back to my note, I discovered, okay, I achieved that. Why? Because I had it in the back of my head.
Wow.
Definitely. I feel like achieving in any way possible is always the best thing that could happen to us. And even I notice sometimes, even if I'm in a bad mood and I noticed that I achieved something, it uplifts me right away. So imagine having those notes and the list of things you want to actually reach in 5 years and actually reaching them. I feel like, Hiba, there's nothing that would be better.
Right? It's like reaching to a point where everything is simple, everything is there, though it wasn't simple. I'm very sure a lot of goals, a lot of dreams, even if they are very close and nearby, they do have these conflicts, challenges. But I mean, that's the taste of it. That's the glory of it, to be set, and to have it in a very good way. So I'm very sure that getting out of this gathering today, we're positive,
Yes.
full of energy to write our ideas, write our goals, and think about the future in a good perspective. So how about we end it for today?
Sure.